Hello everyone, today we'll be touring 3G models, so it's Shanghai 3G 模型 Go 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 model store. It's a new store in Shanghai, it is massive. Let's go see what they have right here. So they've got tanks, and so they aren't like organized like anything, it's like the brands, I'm pretty sure. So you got like ships and then tanks as well, some figurines. You got some completed models right here as well. And they're building some stuff over here. And then over here, it seems that you have some tanks and whatnot, and some airplanes right there. Some more tanks and figurines. That's a Queen Mary, that's from Ravel, I'm pretty sure. You got some small stuff right there too. That's interesting. And you also got some smaller ships right there. What was that? Yeah, and then you got some tanks and more airplanes right here, helicopters, a few more figurines right there. And looking around right here to this stand, we have, it's like just pretty much all planes and some tanks in the center as well. And you also got some completed ones on display right up there. Looking over right here, we have looks like a 1700 Iowa, and that's probably an Essex. That's an Essex being built, and that's an Iowa. And then right here they got a fully photo-etched battleship Yamato, which is really cool. Here looks like a Germans in Russia, I'm pretty sure. A Gerald R. Ford, and then that's Shanghai Metro Line 11 train. Alright, so let's zip around right here. Got a painting of an Iowa right up there. And then some more ships. Here's some like the smaller models they have. And then they also have some of the, there's like a German big railway gun, some chibi planes, a few of the carriers, a big Yamato 1-50, an A-10 up there. And then right here they have some of the trumpeter ships. There's 1-350s and also 700s. I know I love ships. I'm gonna do videos on all these. And you have some of the Academy kits over here. They have tanks, airplanes, and whatever. Also here, there's the trumpeter stuff, and a Hobby Boss. There's a giant Hobby Boss Schwer Gustav gun. I might not attempt to pull that thing out. And then right over here, we have the armored vehicles from Mang, I'm pretty sure. You also have some Mang airplanes. These are some of the Mang ships they have. So you got Iowa, Nelson, Bismarck, and that looks like a Burke, I'm pretty sure. There's the Chinese rocket being launched, and there's a Saratoga. Pretty sweet. And then yeah, this is brands I've never heard of before. It looks like they have their shipping stuff back there. And then over here you have some of the tools. And it looks like this is like the awards that they've gotten from the different modeling companies. Actually, mini hobby model, you don't really see that often. And you go around right here, it looks like some of the Transformer stuff. Okay, and then walk into this side, looks like you have just general tools for building stuff. The tools on both sides. And then this rack has trumpeter planes, and this is Hobby Boss tanks. And also that's like an old trumpeter submarine. Yeah, some of the chibi models right up there. This is all trumpeter stuff. Trumpeter makes a good ship models. Here's the Akagi being sunk. And then here's it's like I'm not too sure. That's Zuiho. You got some fictional German Wunderwaffe there. And then you have some planes right over here. On this side you have cars, a photo-etched Iowa in 1-50, and a photo-etched Montana in 1-50. You don't see these like big Montana kits anytime soon. And over here, yeah, it's more cars and some planes as well. Over here you have some of the tanks. I did an unboxing video on the Apocalypse right over there. So looking around, you have planes, more planes, and then you have some main tanks, a few more random kits back here. The big ones too. Here's the Chinese Coast Guard ship. These are Ravel kits, but like, yeah, so the stuff here is like organized by brand, I'm pretty sure. Right here you have all the paints and their painting section, which is pretty cute. There's a lot of paints from Mr. Hobby. Mostly it's mostly Mr. Hobby of stuff. Is this a rectangle? No, that's a Goliath. That looks like a tank that got flipped over. Yeah, so I'll go out here. You have some more burger kits on top, and then you have some ships down there. More stuff right here. That looks like, yeah, it's 1 through 50 stuffs right there. And then over here you have some of the Revels, the big Bismarck Revels, and then you have some like the more random stuff here. This is a monster 1/350 Gerald R4. See, that thing's huge. And you have some Titanics right here. Yeah, this is like all their markdown stuff. And then you also got some more ships that I've never seen before. I've only seen on scale mates. That's a lot of cool stuff, you know. And also have some like games back here. 1 through 50 more ships and whatnot. This is a monster model kit store. This has to have Beyond an M Hobby when I was there in Singapore. But this is an amazing hobby store. I would really recommend coming and checking this out. I love model kits. Anyways, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and share this video.